Shot by Bobby Orr from the blue line. Against the boards. Novi. He's checked by Sittler. It's thrown again out into the area in the slot. Comes all the way over to Orr. Orr behind the net for Sittler. Sittler looking for a man in front. That was Gainey, but he sort of shanked the pass and ended up at the side of the net and was called as it's pinned in there. Darryl Sittler getting a big hand as he heads to the bench. Team Canada sends out McClure, Shutton, and Mohavlich. Another one of the very potent scoring lines in the National Hockey League last year. From the face-off, it comes to Shutt in the slot, but he just couldn't knock it down. There's going to be a penalty to Czechoslovakia. More tripping. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Milan Kalupa goes off for tripping at 12:56. You'll see it here.
Here's Steve Shutt trying to spin to get the loose puck from the draw. Kalupa takes the skates from under him. Good penalty.
From the face-off, Potvin against the boards for Bobby Hull. Hull having trouble controlling it, and out to center ice it comes for Bobby Orr. Orr to Esposito is working on the power play. Back to Hull, and it hopped over his stick, and Martinez for Czechoslovakia. Martinez feeding it back to Augusta. Back to the Czechoslovakian blue line. Makac sending it into Team Canada territory, and Bobby Orr. Team Canada leading 2-0. Esposito on the power play. Out over his own line. Over for Bobby Orr. Orr hits the line. Orr getting skating room. Orr going right in. He shoots. He scores! Bobby Orr, and they just let him go and go until he had that great goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Bobby Orr used Phil Esposito as a decoy. The Czechoslovakian team gave him too much room.
Listen to this crowd.
Okay, here we have Bobby Orr now over the blue line. He fakes the pass to Esposito. They move away from him. Brazilla moved away from the post, and he put the backhand over his shoulder to the short side. Here we have another look at it. Phil Esposito gets the pass and breaking down the side. He goes to his backhand. Brazilla moves a little to the far side. Bobby's got room on the short side to put the puck high up over his shoulder.
Now we've seen quite a power play on the part of Canada in this tournament. They've had 17 advantages and they've scored 6 power play goals. An excellent percentage. Malenko over the line to Aberman. Aberman for Czechoslovakia falls as he goes against the boards, and Guy Lapointe ahead for Hull. Drops it for Perreault. Perreault taking a hit from Aberman. Gets it back to Lapointe. Inside his own zone. Out to Zion. Zion ducking by a check. Over the line, Zion to Hull. Hull with Perreault on the wing, and Perreault just couldn't knock down the pass. To Lapointe at the blue line. He shoots it over to the far side. Zion goes into the corner after it. Being checked closely by Keuchel in there. Hull comes up with it. Hull out to the blue line, and Potvin was turned around on the play and couldn't knock it down. Potvin behind his own net. Starting out, just flips it down the ice. And as it goes by the goal crease, it's called on the icing, and the face-off will be back in Team Canada territory.
Well, Team Canada were looking for the change. They weren't able to get the whistle earlier. Denny Potvin just gave it that little flip down the end, hoping to get the puck on the net and get the change of players on the fly. The puck slid wide of the net. Team Canada's called for icing the puck.
There you see the time of that goal, 13:34, a power play goal. Esposito setting up Bobby Orr. And the defense beginning to get in on the scoring now. Potvin with his first goal, and Bobby Orr with his first goal of the tournament. Gala occasion, the first game of the Canada Cup 76 playoff. Face off to the right. Up Team Canada's goal comes to Pospisil. Pospisil had control of it as it's checked by McDonald, and behind the net it goes. Lapointe going after it. He'll battle for it. Now it comes out in front of the net, and starting out is Gainey. Gainey backhanding a pass to McDonald. He has it in the center ice area. McDonald shooting it in. Digging after it is Gainey in the corner on this side. Along with Makac. Gets it behind the net. Gainey comes up with it. Still has it. Gainey working hard out in front for McDonald. He shoots it back behind the net for Sittler. Sittler getting in front. His shot, and they rebound his shot away from the area in front of the net by Zarilla. Coming out of his own end now, Novi. Novi's over the line along with Martinez, and Martinez was checked by Potvin and is back out in center ice. Martinez. Inside his blue line to Makach. Makach off the boards. He's checked by Gainey. Gainey eluded a check and got it behind the net and to the far boards. Novi sending it back out to center ice, and it's Guy Lapointe. Lapointe for Team Canada. Over the line, back forward is Augusta. Augusta starting out as Team Canada changes on the go. Leaves it off for Makach. Makach to the far boards. Off the sill, intercepted by Shutt. Shutt gets around one check, tried to get it over to Mahovlich, who was breaking with him. Now here's Lafleur getting set in front. He's shot wide. Lafleur gets it again, clears it in front. Here's Bobby Orr. Orr shooting, and it deflects wide of the net. Now out in front again, a shot, and that one a great save by Zarilla. Tremendous action and pressure around the Czechoslovakian goal as Pollock starts out. Stopped by Orr. Orr getting at the shot. That shot. And Makach blocked and he scores! Lafleur! Just tremendous pressure, Tom.
Well, Team Canada just put tremendous pressure on. Here we have the second opportunity that Guy Lafleur has to put the puck behind Zarilla. Another shot, Schutz, first shot, hits Makach, comes loose. Guy Lafleur makes no mistake on the second try.
This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. There's a rather worried Czechoslovakian bench. At the right is Karl Guten, their young coach, former defensive all-star in World Tournament play and also in the Czechoslovakian League. They are down 4-0 with 2:58 now remaining in the period. Hlinka circling back into his own end. Drops it off for Bubla. Bubla starting out. Checked. Bubla gets it again. Out to center ice. Hlinka had to go off his stick deep into Team Canada territory, and Savard. Savard into the corner. Savard ducking by the check of Aberman. Still has that puck. Savard doing a great job. Clears to the center ice for Hull. Hull to Barreau. Barreau's over the line. Hull dropping behind him. Takes the shot. It's wide. Leon takes the shot, and that's knocked down, and Hull has it. Hull taking a shot. Now Perreault into the slot, and Bubla knocked it down. Clears it right onto Hull's stick. Hull backhanding it, and the shot that was blocked by the defense, a weak shot by Dion. And Bubla to Aberman. Over the line, Aberman dropping for Bubla. Clears it in front, right on Rogie Bashaw. And he makes the save, and the puck goes behind the net for Bobby Orr, and he holds on for the faceoff. Well, Team Canada is really doing a job on the Czechoslovaks right now. The telecast of this game is presented solely for the interest of our viewers under copyright of Canada Cup of Hockey 76. Any use of this telecast without the express consent of Canada Cup of Hockey 76 is prohibited. Face off to the right of Rogie Vachon.
Well, Team Canada continuing their excellent forechecking. Actually, they have the Czechoslovakian defense a little flustered. Many times they've had possession of the puck. They've thrown it away quickly, getting their heads up, looking for that check, and it's really flustered them, and they've thrown the puck away many times in their own zone, and Team Canada is taking advantage of it and taking advantage of their good forecheck.
Well, they've moved the centerman out of there. Barber facing off against Pozar, and they'll try that one all over again as well. Oh, I tell you, the city of Toronto today, just walking around on the streets, every corner, people talking hockey. Tremendous interest in this final series as Canada has kind of reacted to the great interest by scoring 4 goals unanswered here in this first period. We have 1:53 remaining in the period. Dvorak at his own blue line. Back to Kalupa. Kalupa to Stastny. Stastny had his pass knocked away by Barber to Clark. Clark over the line, shooting it behind the net. And it's Dvorak. Dvorak checked by Barber. Clark moves in. He got it by him to Stastny. Stastny to Peter. Stastny to Pozar. Pozar's over the line. Tried to drop it back for Stastny. Now Stastny gets it. He overskated it. Here's a shot that deflects wide of the Canada net. After it is Potvin. Potvin just powered his way past the check out to center ice. It's Leach along with Barber. Barber got the pass. He's offside. And we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. The goal scoring, Perreault, Potvin, Orr, and Lafleur. Canada leading 4-0 with 1:16 remaining in the first period.
Well, again, the Czechoslovakian defense is pressing down hard at the Team Canada blue line, trying to forecheck himself. Denny Potvin was able to tip it by again into the neutral zone. Team Canada getting an opportunity, but the Czechoslovakian team, they're going to be burned if they continue to press so hard when the puck is just shoved behind them. Team Canada getting advantage in the neutral zone.
Pospisil shooting it rink wide. Mahovlich keeping it in. Shoots it behind the net. Pospisil goes after it. Shut beats him to the puck, and it's cleared out in front. Augusta came back to cover up. Augusta ahead for Novi. Novi to the breaking Martinetz at center ice. Martinetz hitting the line. Martinetz dropping it off. Pospisil looking for it. Against the board. Clears it in front, and Augusta got a shot away that was wide. Orr along the boards for Mahovlich. He snags it at center ice. Mahovlich over the line with Lafleur. Ducks around the defense. Gets in front. He shoots. And it was Jarilla who got his stick on it. And the shot ended up in the corner. Augusta at center ice. Augusta hitting the line. Trying to cut through the defense. And just poking it out to center ice was Larry Robinson. 25 seconds remaining in the first period. Martinetz to Novi. Novi getting set. He's checked by Robinson. The backhand shot is loose in front of the net. And Robinson moves in and clears it out of danger. Lafleur against the boards. Clearing it rink wide. Orr moves after the puck. Orr moving it up ice. With that a wide open gate at the Czechoslovakian bench. He got by it and got it into the Czechoslovakian end, and it's Hollick. Easy Hollick. Cutting in front of his own net, and the period is over. Display of power by Team Canada. 4-0, Canada is leading. And we are just about set to go. From the face-off, Barber gets it back to the blue line of Team Canada. Ahead for Clark. Clark tried to get it ahead for Barber, and that was knocked down. Stastny has checked Novi, getting it back to his own blue line. Makach ahead for Stastny. Stastny goes down, and the puck came in offside. Augusta beating the play in. And we'll have another face-off. An interesting move by Stastny at that blue line as he went flying for one reason or the other.
Well, there we see Augusta, who made a very good play on Novi's goal to beat Canada in the 1-0 game in the tournament. He's a very quick winger, and he broke in there very quickly to end that hockey game.
Pospisil getting the puck back deep into his own end. Makach back there to Pospisil. Pospisil to center ice. Novi ahead. Stastny couldn't get the pass. Bobby Orr turning with it and shooting it into the Czechoslovakian end. Holacek leaving it for Pospisil. Pass Makach in the corner. Czechoslovakia. Pospisil on the boards on this side. Ahead for Novi. Novi to the far board. Stastny is over the line. Stastny stopping. Makes a good move. Feeds it in front of the net. And Rogie Bashaw, I think, lost sight of that and made a last-second desperation lunge and got his pad on it. Barber ahead for Leach. Leach had to go off the heel of his skate. Novi back for Pospisil inside his own zone. Ahead. Stastny relays that puck into Team Canada territory. It's fed right back out to center ice by goaltender Rogatien Vachon. Pospisil, he's checked. The puck comes loose again. Gilbert Perreault along with Bobby Hull over the line. Hull couldn't reach the pass. Hollick is back for it. Hull beats him to it. Hull around the net. Hull stopping, beating it into the corner. It hopped over the stick of Perreault. Czechoslovakia. Makach to Keuchel. Keuchel out to center ice. Lapointe kicking it in. And Hollick will go back for it. Hollick skates right by it. Stastny trying to come out. He's checked. It's cleared out in front. And Keuchel for Czechoslovakia. Playing a little scrambly right now. Keuchel being pinned against the boards. And finally it's poked free and cleared out to center ice. And Denny Potvin will go back down into his own end for it. No icing as Potvin goes behind the net. Linka, number 21, is forechecking. Feeds it out to center ice. And Bubla just pushed the Canadian player out of the way. And it went all the way down the ice and will be called for the icing.
Well, the Czechoslovakian team like to, when they're coming out of their own zone, screen off. One defenseman might go in front of a forechecking forward and try and take him out of the play so that the puck carrier can get some room to operate and move the puck out of his own zone. That's what they like to do. They've been trying to do it, but not with much effectiveness in this game so far. And Team Canada, I've seen their defensemen using it, using something that the Czechoslovakian team does quite well.
Face off to the left of Vachon. Hlinka facing off against Peter Mahovlich. Now the puck is dropped. Hlinka tied up completely by Mahovlich. Mahovlich still tied up. He tries to knock Hlinka down. The loose puck picked up by Orr. Orr to center ice. Down goes Schutt as he tried to get a pass away, and the puck is cleared back in over the line. called offside, and the called icing, I think. The puck will be brought all the way back down into the Czechoslovakia, and the icing is the call. 17:38 remaining in the second period, meaning we played 2 minutes 22 seconds in the period, the second period. Canada leading 4-0. That was the first icing call against Czechoslovakia in the game. Team Canada had a total of 5 up to this point. Mahavlich facing off against Novak from the faceoff. Novak making his first appearance on the ice. The puck is cleared around the boards. Shot behind his own net, leaves for Lafleur. Lafleur starting from behind his own net, getting some skating room at center ice. Lafleur is with Mahavlich. Over the line, he splits the defense, goes for the corner after the puck. Throws a check in there. Stastny moves in after it. The puck is still loose. Dvorak, nobody's checking him, but he's just standing there with the puck. Now he's trying to work loose. Lafleur pokes away at it. Dvorak spend the rest of the game doing this. Now Dvorak brings it along the boards, and he's checked by Peter Mahavlich. Orr moves in. He takes a hit from Dvorak. Dvorak against the boards in the corner. Dvorak sending it to center ice. Martinez to Novak. Novak over the line. Martinez goes down as Orr gets back. The shot is deflected over top of the net off Orr's stick, and there'll be a penalty to Bobby Orr for interference. So Team Canada goes a man short. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Bobby Orr picked up his third minor penalty of the tournament. Interference, 3:23. Jussi Novak apparently injured on the play. He's on the bench being administered to as the puck is sent down the ice by Team Canada. A power play for Czechoslovakia. Pospisil and Makac, the point men, and the Novi line, which includes Augusta and Martinez. Killing off the penalty for Team Canada. Potvin, Lapointe, Sittler, and Savard. 2 defensemen playing up front, and from the puck is cleared over the line and then back down the ice. And it's Holacek stepping out of his net for Martinez. Martinez tried to send it back. Intercepted by Savard. Martinez gets it back. Martinez back to Pospisil. Pospisil at center ice. Still with the puck as he hits the line. Beats the Novi. Novi trying to get around the defense. Good play by Guy Lapointe. He sends it back down into the Czechoslovakian end. Makac cutting in front of his own net. Feeds it ahead for Augusta. Augusta eludes Sittler. Center ice, Augusta to Pospisil. Pospisil over the line for Novi. Novi trying to set up Augusta in front, and Augusta just skated by that one and fanned on it. Puck is cleared down the ice. We have 57 seconds remaining in the penalty. Makac ahead for Novi. Novi at center ice as Team Canada has made a change, and Barber and Gainey are out there. Gainey has the puck. He shoots it back into the Czechoslovakian end. Keuchel for Czechoslovakia. Czechs also have changed. Hollick now with 36 seconds remaining in the penalty. Over the line, Hollick against the boards for Keuchel. Keuchel shooting it into the corner. Barber after it. Barber around the boards to the far side. Gainey played the man, then the puck, and is held against the boards, and will have a face-off.
Well, the Czechoslovakian team, their long passing game, it has its disadvantages sometimes when they try to throw that puck too long and it's intercepted. They lose possession of the puck, and on the power play, that's not too good because Team Canada, once they get possession, can either rag it or throw it down the ice, and it takes them a long time. Here we have Potvin. Oops, there's a little shot in the nose for Mr. Keuchel. Mr. Keuchel comes back with a stick on Potvin's shoulder, but the play is getting a little rough here. But the Czechoslovakian team have been throwing those long passes. Team Canada's been stepping in front of them, picking them off, dragging the puck, throwing it down the ice.
Play underway. Back to the blue line it comes against the boards on the far side. Try to flip it back out to the blue line. That's Aberman on the far boards. Out to Bubla. Here's his shot right on. Rogi Vachon controls the rebound as he sends it out to his own defenseman, and they clear it out to center ice. Back to get it will be Keuchel. Keuchel deep in his own end. To Bubla. Bubla ahead for Alinka. Alinka, number 21 for Czechoslovakia. Over the line. Alinka now feeding it off to the far board. Pozar out in front. Is loose in front. What a save there by Potvin as that puck was rolling towards the net. Now at the blue line, Aberman getting a little skating room. He takes the shot, and Vachon makes the save there. Now Keuchel shooting it, and it's Bobby Orr ahead for Perreault. Perreault and Orr to the line, and it's cleared in over the line as it was poked away from Perreault. Czechoslovakia coming back. Linka Linka over the line, checked by Potvin. Potvin goes to the boards for the puck, and he comes to center ice. Potvin with Hull. Hull is over the line, back to Potvin. Potvin getting set in front of the net, he shoots and he shot wide. Pollock in the corner for Czechoslovakia. It's sent to center ice. Aberman couldn't knock it down. Savard to Orr. Orr circling deep into his own end, backhands a pass to center ice. Zion ahead for Hull, intercepted by Keuchel. Linka at center ice loses to Savard. Savard ahead for Zion. Zion down the right side, takes a shot at a bad angle. Holacek grabs it, hangs on. It'll be called for a face-off to his left.
Well, the fans a little upset about that. Really, when the goaltender holds onto the puck and there's no reason to hold on to it, where he can drop it and clear it to maybe one of his defensemen, then possibly he might get a warning from the official that that's delaying the game. And the fans weren't too happy about him holding onto the puck when there was really no reason to hold on to it, because his defenseman was standing there ready to clear the puck.
Number 5 there was Milan Kalupa. Number 16, Josef Augusta. Part of this big line for Czechoslovakia, their best line in terms of scoring. Now, coming across the ice, out of camera range, there is Novak heading for the Maple Leaf Gardens clinic. There you see him. We'll try and get a report on his condition when it is available. Face-off will be to the left of the Czechoslovakian goal. Vladimir Zarula played the first period, had 4 goal scorers against him. Jesse Holacek, the goaltender now in the second period. Dvorak from the face-off behind his own net, leaves it for Stastny. Back to Dvorak. Dvorak ahead. Stastny at center ice, and the pass goes all the way down into the other end of the ice. I think we have 3 Stastnys out there now. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV.
Here we have Steve Shutt and McCosh into the boards. McCosh, whoops, taking his skates right into the boards. Really, perhaps we could have had a minor penalty there, but the official missed that infraction.
And there's Steve Shutt in the penalty box for elbowing at 9-12. 4-0, Team Canada leading. We're nearing the midway point of at least regulation time. Remind you that should this game be tied at the end of 60 minutes, they will play sudden death overtime. The power play for Czechoslovakia. Bubla, Keuchel will be the defenseman. Linka, Pollock, and also Aberman, number 25, playing the right side. The penalty killers, Sittler, Gainey, Potvin, and Lapointe from the face-off. They flip it over in front of the net, knocked down by Potvin. He clears it down the ice. Going after it is Keuchel along with Gainey, who's a great skater. Keuchel gets to it first. Stops behind his own net. Linka overskates the puck. He'll start out. Passing to the far side. At center ice, it's Bubla to Keuchel. Keuchel ducking by a check, but couldn't control it. The loose puck went to Hollick, and Hollick is forced back. Gainey doing a good job on Hollick as he chases him all over the ice. Hollick dropping it back. Linka starting up the right side. Linka at center ice, he's over the line. Linka going in on that net. Crowd is yelling for a penalty, and I believe they've got it. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Jerzy Bubla goes into the penalty box for tripping. Here we see Bob
Gainey trying to get at the puck carrier. He's tripped by the Czechoslovakian player, but the Czechoslovakian team were using their screens, trying to prevent Bob Gainey, who was doing an excellent job of killing the penalty, to get at the puck. And actually, he was tripped in trying to do his job, and the Czechoslovakian team draws the penalty.
Face-off will be outside the blue line of Team Canada. Teams are at even strength. And we're just about ready now. Matt Pavlich will drop the puck, and Darryl Sittler gains the draw. Back to Bobby Orr, ahead for Lanny McDonald. McDonald at center ice. McDonald working to the line, feeds it over the line, intended for Sittler. Sittler spun around on the play. And winding up and starting out was Aberman, then he dropped the pass off. Linka at center ice. Linka working to the line along with Aberman. Linka still with that puck. He gets the shot away, gets the rebound, and Savard made a check on him before he could get a shot. Savard behind his own net. Savard standing there, feeds it off for Sittler, and beating him to the puck was Kalupa. Savard gets it again around to this side. McDonald relaying it up ice, and Kalupa will go back for it. Number 5 for Czechoslovakia, and his pass is intercepted by Sittler, and it comes back to Kalupa in front of the Czechoslovakian goal. Keuchel, he couldn't control it. Sittler ahead for McDonald. McDonald in the center ice area, ahead for Sittler. Sittler's over the line, getting set. It's dropping back for McDonald, and his shot is deflected into the corner by Holacek. Keuchel going after on the boards on this side. Keuchel circling the net. Stopping. 8 seconds remaining in the penalty to shot. And Team Canada will have a 41-second manpower advantage, barring any further penalties. It's cleared down the ice into Team Canada territory. It's called on the icing. Well, it's Sittler-McDonald combination doing a great job again of checking.
Well, Sittler dropped the puck right into the slot. Lanny McDonald didn't waste any time. He shot the puck all in one motion. But here's Sittler dropping the puck. Lanny McDonald shoots all in one motion. Very good stop by Holacek. But Lanny didn't wait to get that puck away. He shot it as the pass came back into the slot from Darryl Sittler.
Phil Esposito not played that much in this game. Been on for a couple of power plays. Now centering a line that includes Bobby Hull and Guy Lafleur, the point men, Potvin and Lapointe. 41 seconds left in the penalty to Bubla. 4-0. Team Canada leading. Is from the face-off. Dvorak behind his own net. Cuts in front. Still has the puck. Number 9, Dvorak. At center ice with Peter Stastny. Over the line, Dvorak working for the corner. Dvorak trying to feed it back to the point. There's nobody there. It's intercepted and cleared into the corner for Potvin. Potvin behind the net for Bobby Hull. He let it go for Esposito in the corner. Esposito winding up.